Just as we promised you, in fact, we are taking you to all the departments here at Asuansi Farm Institute, and we are fortunate to find ourselves at the mechanization aspect. Agriculture has evolved, looking at the commerciality of it, and we need to involve machines. And so here at Asuansi, they have mechanization components or departments, and we are fortunate to have Mr. Ernest here, who is going to take us through some of them. And you can see here, we have vibrant youths who are here to learn the mechanization aspects, and most especially the ladies here. So if you are youth out there, grab this opportunity. Mr. Ernest, thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome.
Yes, this is the mechanization aspect.
Yeah.
What goes on here at the mechanization department?
And thank you, the viewers of this program. Yes, mechanization. Mechanization is application of engineering principles, engineering techniques to the development of agricultural sector. Now, what we do here, mechanization is to help you develop your agricultural land, and also help you do your crop protection. Crop protection in the sense of application of chemical substances, application of fertilizers, application of insecticides. So formerly our forefathers or our farmers used to use the primitive way to apply those things, but now mechanization comes to help us. Things that 2, 3 people or 4 people cannot do, mechanization can do it, and do it very quickly and easily for you. So now the land preparation, we the mechanization do it and do it faster. When you go to crop protection, we do it and also do it faster, easier, and time bound. And when it comes to harvesting, yes, these days we have what we call climatic change. Now you may have your crop on the field, and you, from the forecast, weather forecast will tell you that today it will rain. Meanwhile, when you allow your crop to be beaten on the field by the rain, you may end up losing. I get it. So with the help of mechanization, you can easily harvest your crop on time, so that the rain will not affect you to incur post-harvest loss like that,
and even insects and all of that.
Exactly. And going forward, you see, storaging of the crop is also the concern of the mechanization. So we take students through all this session, and then at the end, students are equipped on how to use the tractor, how to do some short maintenances on the tractor. When it becomes difficult, that is where you involve technical person like mechanics. Thank you.
You mentioned the tractor. We've been told you give students training on how to operate the tractor. And these are machines that require licenses. Do you help the students also to acquire licenses?
Yeah, we do. We do help students to acquire licenses.
Right. So we promised you that we are taking you to all the departments at Asuansi Farm Institute, and currently we are here at the ruminant where they keep sheep and goats. So I'm here with Mr. Patrick, and he will take us through some of the things that they do here, and then we'll take it from there. Mr. Patrick, thank you for having us.
You are welcome, my brother. As you rightly said, at the Asuansi Farm Institute we have animals, and we are talking about the ruminant production. We also have the pig and then the poultry. So when we come to the ruminant production, we are talking about the cattle and then the sheep and goat. So here the system that we are practicing is the semi-intensive system. Where this is a system whereby the animals are kept indoors, and then they are also allowed to roam to look for grasses or to graze. And that is the kind of system that we are practicing here.
The breeds that you are keeping here, and are they also semi-intensive like you mentioned, or for them they are intensive?
For the pigs, because we are preparing feed for them, they are not allowed to move out. So they are kept intensively until they are killed or they are sold from the place.
So basically you are into training of the students,
so
the
we
production.
train the students, as to how they are being bred, they are being raised to a standard weight, and where customers will also come and then they buy them.
All right. To the young people out there, a message for the young people out there. In fact, most often when we hear about agriculture, then the first thing that comes in mind is we are going to wait. Yeah. So you being an expert in some of this production, we want to send a message out there to the youth watching us.
Yeah, my colleagues, what I would like to alert you is that the population is increasing, and fortunately, the demand for protein is also high, and that we need people who will sacrifice themselves into the animal production industry so that they support the population as to give the protein that they need. And these are the areas that we can actually invest or help to put in money to raise these animals so that we can get these meats at the market. So starting this business is a bit easy because some of the grasses are very common in our terrain. And you may have to get additional supplementary feed that will add up so that it will facilitate their growth and then development of the animals. And actually, when you go to the market, you could see that there is money. Do you get it? No matter how the situation, definitely you get somebody to buy the animals for you. And instead of me sitting in the house as a graduate, unemployed, you can start something in the house, and then gradually you look at the business aspect by expanding or solicit for funds so that you can expand the business.
Today I'm at Asuansi Farm Institute, and as you were shown up there, we are at the processing section. And currently I'm entering and I'm with Madam Ruth Morrison. She is in charge of the home science department, but we are talking about agribusiness here, and when you do the business or you plant the crops whatsoever, you rear the animals whatsoever, you need to do some processing. So currently Madam Ruth Morrison, being in charge of the home science department, will take us through what happens here. So Madam, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And I am Kojo.
Okay, you're welcome.
I mentioned your name, Madam Ruth Morrison.
Yes.
Yes. In fact, it's been a touch of a whole thing. As I was entering, we fed a lot, some sokunte and all others, we'll tell you later. And the other time we did some chocolate spread as well. Unfortunately, we are coming in later, we are not getting that. So when it comes to the processing aspect, what do you have to tell us this morning?
Oh, okay. So over the years, the home science unit have trained students in theory and practical specific courses. And what we actually do here, we concentrate on value chain to the people, that's the students. So we do a lot of processing as well. We do production also as well. With the processing aspect, so what we actually do is after they've done their production on maize, we turn it into Tom Brown. And sometimes too with our pineapples here, because we grow pineapples here, that one also we turn it into fruit juices. And also, as you see here, we have soya machines which was being given to us by REP. Okay, so we do soya drink, soya kebab, and also the sokunte that you talk of. Okay, so as part of it also we do yogurt production, of which we use cow milk. We do the local drinks like the sobolo, the millet drink. I think that's it.
It's like the stuff you do are plenty and you can't mention all.
Yes.
So with this aspect, especially meeting you and me having a lot of girl child in my school, what do you say to the girl child in terms of coming to the home science department, learning something from there and then to the processing? Because I'm hearing something like yogurt, I'm hearing something like the soya stuff. You see, they are nutritious and they may come with some business aspect. What do you have to tell my girl child as well?
Okay, so ladies always wish to have soft skills, and going into production also is of hard labor. So with the processing, it's easy to go in that manner. So we wish the girl child are being enrolled in this school a lot to learn a lot about processing and goes to do it on their own. We wish after you've completed, you'll be able to set up some business on their own in the processing field and also be getting money out of it. So self-employment is a key to us.
All right. So thank you, Madam Ruth Morrison. We are grateful this morning. We are seeing, I don't know how to call it, but I'm sure it's a processing machine, whatsoever, the soya one and the yogurt and all others. So, brethren, sisters, as you are watching us or listening, it's still the YouTube channel, but this one we are here to offer the offers you need. So it may be your sibling, it may be your ward or whatsoever. Seize this opportunity. We are bringing out ASU farms to your doorstep. You get to reach them. You can make any inquiries by calling them. Catch you later and another time. We'll move to another department.
All right, so we are currently at the mushroom unit, and we are fortunate to have Madam Alice here, who is going to take us through some of the production stages when it comes to the mushroom production. And so, Madam Alice, thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome.
Yes, we are the mushroom unit. What happens here?
Okay, first of all, I will start with my nest structure,
Okay.
where we do our compost first, and then the second, the bagging. What do you call it? After the bagging, we bring it, we do sterilization.
Okay.
Sterilization, we put it down for it to cool small before we do our spawning.
Okay.
Whereby
what is the spawning?
So the spawning is whereby we put the seed inside the bag,
bags. Okay.
for it to fruit, or after it colonized, then you can rather send it to your pen house, and then you are done.
Okay, so this are how the bags looks like.
Yes, please.
Yeah, but the bags we have here, there are names on it. Are they names that are written on for students? Are they how you're able to identify them? What's the reason behind the names?
So the reason behind the names is when everybody. So this one, they all do two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are for your students here.
Yes.
Okay.
So I told them to write their name. Why? Because when we sterilize it and then we do the planting or the spawning, and it's not able to colonize, we can able to identify it.
Which one? What?
Some of them also have their number.
Okay.
Then we can able to identify the name of the person.
So the names are for identification purposes.
Yes, please.
I see.
So that the person will come
and do it
again and then do it.
Interesting. Now let's look at the business aspect. Do you produce the bags for other people to come and purchase?
Yes, we do produce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so if there are people to step in or who wants this bags to buy, we have the means to produce for them.
Yes.
All right.
And we produce about 500, 400.
Okay.
And then they come and then buy them.
All right. So if you are out there and you want some of these bags to buy, you can get it at Asuansi Farm Institute.